Podcast, presentado por 5.11.
PS 360, una vez más con un gran invitado, y estamos aquí desde CIPE 2025, donde convergieron las grandes estrellas de la seguridad y la protección. Y el día de hoy vamos a entrevistar a Steve Krystek. Steve, nice to meet you. It's a very pleasure have you here in Mexico, here in CIPE.
Thank you. We appreciate the warm welcome.
Thanks a lot. So, tell me, how was your experience here in CIPE? That is like a rockstar reunion of safety.
It's been a very fun, informative, and interesting experience for us because we enjoy teaching and we enjoy networking and we also enjoy this industry very much. So being able to connect with colleagues from all over the world has been really rewarding.
Thanks a lot. And could you tell us something about your work and experience?
Absolutely. So I have a 30-year mix of law enforcement, military, and executive protection experience in the United States and around the world with a variety of clients. Currently, I am the CEO of PFC Safeguards, which is an executive protection firm based in Las Vegas, Nevada. And we do work throughout the U.S. and around the world for high net worth clients and corporate leadership from a variety of companies.
And as a CEO, how do you preserve operational excellence while scaling global training delivery?
So the number one key to success is training, which is exactly what we're all here for. And those who have been successful in this industry understand that not only training is the backbone of all great operations, but leadership and teamwork and making sure that the people you have on your team are the right people. So talent is key. And the people that are here are going to represent some of the best talent in the world.
Exactly. So, talking about technology, technology evolves fast. How do you integrate new tools into PFC's curriculum without compromising simplicity?
So technology in our industry is really critical to gathering intelligence. And there are many tools that are available nowadays to security operations centers. For example, our company has what we call our ESOC, our Executive Security Operations Center. And we're operating 24/7 to gather intelligence that helps our teams in the field be better, be safer, and perform at a higher level.
And in operation, how you and your people make a separation, a gap between emotion and labor?
So I think a critical component with that is professionalism. And one of our company's core values, the first one, in fact, is professionalism and making sure that when you're in the field and it's a long day and you're hungry and you're tired, you've got to remove that emotion because the job has to be done. And that's one mark of professionalism, which is a core value that every good operator should have.
Do you have any story that could make you feel filled as a human? Because we know that your job is very tough, but there's a human factor that maybe made a touch in some story that make you feel great.
Definitely. As the CEO of a large company, we have over 1,500 employees. And while we make a difference every day in the lives of our clients, it's very rewarding to be able to mentor and coach and help all of our employees advance in their careers. So being able to take someone who maybe they just got into the security industry and watch them throughout their career succeed, earn more income, achieve more, and ultimately create a career for themselves to take care of their family and have something that they're proud of. That's an amazing feeling. And when you speak about the human factor, yes, we have a business to do and we've got clients to protect. But there's nothing more satisfying than seeing someone who has the drive, has the energy, and the desire to succeed, do all of that with the assistance of leaders, good leaders.
And talking about protection, which are the critical points to select the perfect service for us for protection?
So when we're looking to identify the best performers, we'll say we want to ensure that they have skills, knowledge, and the ability to actually complete the task that's required. But in our business, they also have to have a good attitude and they have to have a good personality and they need to be able to relate to people and they need to be able to communicate well, because you can have somebody that knows what they're doing and they're very good at the job, but if they're not likable, they're not going to go very far. The clients aren't going to be very excited to have them around. And in our business, oftentimes, whether we want to be or not, we're very close.
Yeah.
And you have to interact. And if you don't know how to interact properly and say the right things or do the right things at the right time in the right environment, it could cost you, and it could mean that maybe you're not going to be working with that client anymore. So it's a mix of knowledge, skills, and abilities that really matter, as well as personality and a good attitude.
Thanks a lot. And could you give for civilians 3 tips for keep themselves safe?
Sure. Yeah. First would be just be aware of your surroundings. Don't be so focused on your phone, and fixated on things that don't really matter when you're in an environment and there's a lot going on around you. If you step outside on that street, on that sidewalk, that's not the time to be, consumed by a conversation or what's on your phone. So be aware of your surroundings. Number 2 is trust your instincts. We all have that, what they call a sixth sense.
Of course.
If something doesn't feel right, something doesn't seem right, something doesn't look right, pay close attention to that, because you're probably onto something. And last would be, know when to stay away from a situation, avoid a situation, or evade, and gain distance and just remove yourself from a particular setting that seems to be dangerous or hazardous. But that all starts with being aware of what's going on around you and having that situational awareness to be able to make good choices about, am I safe or am I not? And if I don't feel safe, there's probably a good reason for that.
Thanks a lot. It has been a pleasure to have with you some minutes after your teaching, and welcome Mexico. We hope we could have you here in the next year and
Absolutely.
the year after and after.
You'll see us again. We'll be back. Thank you very much.